Hi, this is Sarah, the Stitchin Mommy, and it's Monday, May 6th, 2024, here for my weekly cross-stitching update. We're officially into May now, and I'm excited. Hopefully, things will be quieting down on the extracurriculars with my kids as we near the end of the school year, so I'm hoping my travel stitching will increase a little bit this month, just in time to take a nosedive in June. For the summer, but you know, we'll take what we can get. I do have a little bit of happy mail that I received this week. I was contacted by someone who had some Mill Hill kits that they decided they didn't want anymore, and so she passed them on to me, which is great. I may be including them, maybe at least one of them, in a giveaway in the future, but probably not today. She also threw in some bonus items. There was some DMC free charts that come with a floss pack and some DMC variegated, which is really pretty. So I have to figure out something to do with that. And a little, I don't know what the resin, I don't know, plastic top, the best is yet to come. It's not a needle minder, but it would make a great needle minder. So I'll have to add some magnets to that, and that'll be great. The Mill Hill kits she sent, I'll show least to favorite. This one is Bicycle Emporium, and that's cute. And I will probably choose this one for a giveaway. It's got a little dog button, but it's very cute. And then there's Flower Shop, which is also cute. I'm not sure of this one, if I'll keep it or not. It is very cute though. I like the colors quite a bit. And then my favorite is Stitching with this sweet little bird and the purple yarn, yarn probably. She's so cute. And the colors are gorgeous. So definitely stitching that one. Look at those colors. So thank you. That was really fun to get that in the mail. I also have a package from 123 Stitch, but it's not here yet, so I can't show you. Hopefully it'll get here today or tomorrow, because I'm excited about just a few, mostly threads, I think, and some fabric for a full coverage piece, but nothing too exciting. This is travel stitching. We'll start with this. Temperature turtles, which I try to work on it every week. I got to this yesterday. I was not able to stitch in the car, so I was limited again to only working on it at home, which then cuts into other stitching time. So I decided to just do one length of appendage dark green and then get all the patches up to date and call it good. So that's what I did. So this is 28 count Caribbean Blue Jobelin by Witchell. And it's all caught up with the patches. 1/1 full cross. I don't know if I said that. So April is filled in all the patches. I still need to finish its body bits and do the outlining. I might get a chance to do some of that next week, hopefully. And I started in on May. And so because I wanted to do May's patches, I chose to do my length of dark green in the May turtle instead of the April turtle so that I could place it correctly. So I count down, do, you know, the leg, and then all of those were just to finish my string. So yeah, so there's wait, 1, 2, yeah, 4 patches in May there that I was able to do, and 3 in April. So that's where she's at. Chipping away at that one. My regular travel piece did not get a ton of time as I expected. Hopefully this week will be a little bit better. But I am officially quite far behind. I'm still working on Cats and Hearts April, and it is now May. Yeah, so I probably won't get all 12 of these done here in 2024, but that's okay. I was doing great at the beginning and finishing them early, but you know, that can only last so long. We'll see. There's a possibility I'll get caught up again, but because of the summer, Probably not. So it's fine, and I'm probably gonna use my travel stitching next year to get caught up on stuff. So I can finish these, possibly work on other things I feel behind on, and then, or oldest whip, you know, things of that nature. So it's kind of what I'm thinking of for travel stitching next year, rather than a new monthly series, because I'm a sucker for those, but probably shouldn't always be doing those because then I'll get behind all the time. So here is this one, 25 count, 1/1 full cross. So white even weave. And I think I did one more length of thread in the cat, and then just worked on some, I think I finished out the greens and started in on the yellows. So that's where that is. There's still several yellows left, but not a ton of content in the yellow. And then a lot of red. Red is the most predominant color. So I'll keep going on that one this week, so hopefully I can get some good progress on that. And I did get to work on Frosted Pumpkin as well. This one only gets a little over an hour every week, but it's better than nothing, so I'll take it. This is the Castle Homecoming Club. I think the new one starts this week, so whoever's working on that one, have fun with your new start. I'm thinking I'm gonna start doing my before and afters with just the top. I'll show you the whole thing, but I'll do the before and afters a little closer to the camera so you can see the difference better. So here is all of it, but I'll do a before and after of just the top so you can see the difference. Because right now I'm only working on the top seam. So I thought for a while it'd be fun, and then later I can do a before and after of just the bottom as I work on that one. So I finished the brown, did some black so that the queen wouldn't look horrific and scary without eyeballs. And then I started working on the cloud. So that's still on my needle. I'll probably finish that length of thread and then do another color or two and then go back to some more white and chip away at those clouds. So this is, I think I said 1/1 full cross on 28 count. Ice blue Lugana with my own color conversion, similar to what's called for. And that's going swimmingly, as you know, it's nice to have a slot for it so that it'll get a little bit of attention all the time. That's all my regular or like travel stuff. So I worked on mainly this week Dragon Ride. I worked on this for 4 evenings and made some good progress. I'm very happy with what I was able to get done. It felt really good. I was motivated. Kind of didn't want to put it away, but I also was looking forward to the things that I had planned for Friday through Sunday. So I put it away. But I'm going to bring it back out today, and I'm going to shelve my husband's piece one more month to try to give this a little bit more time. I'm a little nervous about getting it all done before the end of the month because of the border. There's a lot of backstitching in that border, and I'm a little worried about it taking longer than I'd like, because you know how it goes. So this one, I'm going to do the before and after full screen, so I'll show before right now, and then I'll pop it up full screen so that you can see the difference with the backstitching, hopefully. So this time I worked on finishing the blue backstitching. There was a little bit left of that. Then I started in on the gold backstitching. So there's backstitching around all of the feathers on the dragon, all the yellow bits on the dragon, which is really fun. And even the man around the edge of his face, his edge of his hands, and the edge of his shirt got backstitched. And then I'm starting in on the outlining of these things. But there's still more of that to do. Plus they're outlining the bars on the outside, plus the lattice fill in. So there's a lot more backstitching in the border that's making me nervous. There's 2 more colors of backstitching once I'm done with this color. So it's coming along. I'm excited. It's looking good. So there's a darker brown and like a purpley color that goes with the lighter violet that will be used. And in the border, there's more of this outlining that I have to do that I'm still working on. Then this stuff is outlined with the dark brown that's got some in the middle, and then I'll have this unique one right here. So it's a Teresa Wentzler. So I am planning to work on this one 4 more evenings this week to try to keep going full steam on that one. And I still have 2 days a week the rest of the month, even if I keep my family pieces Mondays and Tuesdays going forward after this week. So hopefully that'll be enough to get it all done. We'll see how it goes this week. On Friday, I had my new start for May, which was originally going to be a new start for April, and then I flip-flopped. So this one is Azure Ornament by Smarty Owl on Etsy, and there's no cross stitches in it. It's just these spirally stitches, which is really fun, and I had a blast working on this. So I had a different colorway. I found some Silks for You that I was given, and some 24 count Congress cloth in a light blue. And this was so much fun. I made great progress, and here is where I got to. So this is super fun. I spent 2 days on this, Friday and Saturday, but a good amount of time on those days. So it's kind of shiny because it's silk, and it's very fun. These blue ones eat up the thread like nobody's business. I'm really hoping I have enough of that thread to do with the rest of it. But then I did all of the middle, and then I decided I wanted to I did all 4 of these blue ones, and then I wanted to focus up in the corner so that I could get more colors. There's one more color, the lighter blue, that's it'll be in here, and I haven't done that yet. But I did do this color, a good amount of that, and some of this outside bits. This is solid purple. So super fun. The instructions are pretty followable. What she does is she has a big chart of all of it put together, but then also has step-by-step instructions for each type of stitch. So with basically the first leg is in red and everything else is in black, then she'll have another picture with the next leg in red and everything else in black, so you know exactly what stitch to do next. So that really big blue swirl that took a lot of thread was I think 3 pages long, because it showed you literally each little diagram, you know, what your next leg needed to be. So a tip if you're working on something like that I found helpful is just to quadruple check the first leg, because if you have that right, the counting on all the other legs is a lot simpler, because it's just short little bits that you're counting from on each edge. But if you get the first leg right, make sure that's really proper, then you'll do well on the rest of it. And it's like a satin stitch where I guess I could show you the back, because the back is literally, here's the front, and the back is very similar. Where you're just, you know, I did some wrapping to secure my threads, but other than that, it's very similar. Because it's like a satin stitch where you come up at one edge, go down at the second edge, come up again at the first edge, so you're wrapping it fully. Only unlike a satin stitch, it's not straight each time, you're moving each time. But because of that, it uses up a lot of thread. But it was really fun. So I had a lot of fun working on that for 2 days. That one probably is a very high contender to put on my try to finish it next year, because I already have a full list of things like that this year. Unless I get through a good amount of my list this year and all I have left are probably can't really finish this items, then maybe I'll pull this out early instead of something else I have on my list, because this one probably won't take that long to finish. It goes pretty quick. And then on Sunday, I was able to pull out Delightful Waltz, which I just worked on last month. So it was fun to pull it out again. This is by Artisy, and I pulled this out to celebrate Rainy from Rainy Day Reads. Her birthday was on Sunday, and we started this together on my birthday, so we both have an Aftermath piece going, and she requested that I work on this for her birthday. That was kind of her thing this year, was to, if you wanted to, you could ask her, which of my projects would you like me to work on to honor you? So that's the one she chose for me, and it was really fun to pull it out again. I got a little over 650 stitches. It is now at 1.72%, and this is 40 count Silver Moon linen 1/1 half cross. I think last time I thought it was platinum. It is Silver Moon, and I'm really happy with what I was able to get done. A big patch of blue, some greens and teals, a little bit of like brownie mustard colors. The man's head is like right here. I can easily count to it, but I was being a good girl and I looked at some of the symbols that were being used for that, and technically the man's head is not, none of those symbols are in the top row of 10. I'm choosing symbols within the top 10 by 10 row and then working them in wherever they go. So that's why you can kind of see it's a lot more solid up at the top, because that's where I'm trying to fill it in. His symbols are only in the start in the second row. So technically I should go all the way to the end and then catch him up over here, which would be a while. So we'll see. I'm also pretty far from that. I was picking symbols throughout here and he's like over here. So maybe when I get over here, I'll cheat a little bit and start putting in his head. Because it's always so much fun to have some of the foreground start. And I have that on the other dancing couple I have called End of the Ball. I have the start of their heads where I can kind of see where they're going to be, and that makes it really fun. So we'll see. Yeah, so that's all I worked on this week. Coming up, I'll work on Dragon Ride again for 4 days. And, oh, yes. Oh, no, I did bring it up. And then my first Whip Go piece for March, just kidding, it's not March, it's May, that I'll work on will be Hidden Harbor. I thought about choosing a different one because I have a Friday night activity with my family this Friday and next Friday. So I was trying to play which of my pieces should I pick on which day. And I don't really want to shortchange any of them, but I feel like since Hidden Harbor has some solid chunks, it might be the best one to do. So I really want to work on this, but it's just kind of a busy season. And I will get a good amount of time on Saturday probably. So this is Hidden Harbor Color Expansion by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Andy Russell. And I am working similar to all my other ones where it's choosing symbols in the 10 by 10 square and then stitching the string wherever it goes. So far it's kind of staying straight along the top because the color is moving that way. These colors are different. So then the main color kind of stays up along the top. I'm also doing something fun with this one where when I finish a 10 by 10 square, I'm taking a picture. So at the end, which will probably be in like 50 years, I can do like a flip book kind of thing of my process. So here's my starting point. I'm doing this 1/1 on 28 count. Feels like tea-dyed Monaco. And I think it's not that wide, which is kind of fun. So this is already some of the hills. I think that this darker blue is kind of a shadow of the hills. So that'll be fun. We'll see how far I can get on that Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday I'll bring back out Spring Montage, which had a break this week because of stitching for Rainy's birthday. So you've seen this before if you watch my channel regularly, but I figured I should probably show you just to be thorough, if I can find it. Here's my spring montage by Pain Free Crafts, artwork by Janet Stever. I'm up in the top, and my progress looks very sad compared to Carolyn. C6 Stitches progress. She's got it all, this top little section all filled up until like here. It looks great. And there's somebody else on Instagram who's got like most of, like half of it finished. It looks amazing. Not mine, but that's okay. I'm enjoying it anyways. So here's mine. This is 28 count mushroom Lugana, 1/1 full cross. So both of my full coverage pieces this week will be full cross, which is a little bit unusual for me, but that's okay. I kind of go back and forth with what I'm preferring. Sometimes it's based on time, sometimes it's based on the type of artwork, whether or not I choose full cross or half cross. I get that question a lot, actually. Something that's a little more illustrated, I feel like a full cross can be crisper than a half cross. So that sometimes makes my decision. And sometimes it's just pure speed. I know it's going to be a huge project. Let's go with a half cross. So sometimes it's just what I'm feeling. Like I started Rainbow Princess last time full cross just because I wanted another full cross 25 count project. So it's kind of, some of it is based on what the artwork looks like, and some of it is based on just my preference at the moment, and then I'll just run with it. I have a few favorite choices for full coverage pieces as far as fabric count and type of stitch. So it's fun to have a little bit of all of them, not just one type for all of them, because I think I have way too many. I don't know, like, do I have 50? Let's see. No, 35. As of September, my last web parade, I had 35 full coverage pieces. I think I have more now. So yeah, so that's my plans for this coming week, and hopefully I can accomplish some nice things and come back to share it with you next week. We also have Mother's Day here in America on Sunday, so happy Mother's Day to everyone. Enjoy spending time with your family, and happy stitching. Bye.